And then we will, okay, Sunflower wants to. Good morning, Sunflower. Welcome to Dr. Flo Live. How may I help you?
Good morning. That's all I was coming to say, really. Well, I'm just here during the last couple of minutes before my break, and I just wanted to say good morning.
Good morning. How's life been for you over the weekend?
Over the weekend, it wasn't really productive. I just rested. And just had my own moment with myself over this weekend. So it was still a good weekend in that regard.
When
or
you say
productive
moment,
in that way.
When you say moment with yourself, are you talking about like going inside and being still, or what do you mean when you say moment with yourself?
Yes, like going inside, being still, reassessing just my my plans and the things that I want to do, and being even more concrete with where how I want to go about it, and finding out ways to be more present in the world, instead of being as isolated as I am, because I've been used to or have gotten adjusted to staying to like being on my own, or feeling like I've had to stay in my own space. And so just over the weekend, spending that time with myself was just recognizing, like, put yourself out there, take that chance and see where it goes, because you've already done it one way and you're not happy with how that is. So do something different.
Right. I don't want to get into too much of your business on this recorded line, because we can set up a meeting this week to talk about everything. But when you say, what was the way that you tried before, if you feel at liberty to say, like, in what ways have you tried to manifest before, and you're starting to find that, like, oh, maybe I want to try a different path?
The ways before is just like self-motivation, which is not a bad thing, but more of I feel like in the more toxic way of like self-motivation, but without having, without trying to have that community or being as open to it, because of my own experiences with family, of feeling like that first line of defense of people that you want to have that faith in, or feel like you should have that built-in faith in. And so while with that not being the way that I wanted it to be, or like a feeling like, okay, well, I don't even have it in that regard. So it made it hard to even try it with people that were outside of my own family, because it's like, okay, well, if they couldn't do it, or if I feel like I don't have that safe space in them, like, how can I have it with anybody else? So it's been more of like hyper independence. Like,
right.
It has been what I've operated in for so long. And so it's now just knowing, like, having community is worth it more, of knowing that there are people that will hold your hand, and having that trust and taking that hand that people are extending, instead of being hyper independent, like, well, no, I just have to handle it on my own, and staying in that space. So that's been what I've been dealing with, or what I've had over this weekend, of what I've been doing, and recognizing, like, okay, like, while that hyper independence has given me some things of like being resilient as hell, of like, okay, I can't stop, I have to keep going, but just recognizing, like, okay, but now we want to go somewhere with a purpose, or be more intentional, instead of it just being like, okay, I just got to keep going because I can't stop, because nobody's going to be there if I stop anyway. So I have to keep going, of like just having that resiliency. So I will always be thankful for having that, but knowing like that community also is helpful as well.
And community exists for you. I know that you probably know this already, because you hang around the island and you are a resident on the island and all of these things. My own mother, just a few months ago, I would say probably 2 months ago, my own mother tried to ship me away to a 1-year residential religious rehab program. And the reason why I'm saying that to you this morning or this afternoon is because when you feel like you're not supported by your family of origin, or if you feel like the people who've always had your back don't necessarily have your back in the present moment, it can put you into a hypervigilance, and it can put you in a hyper isolation of feeling like, well, if they're not going to help me, or if they're not going to support me, or if they're not going to give me the things I need, then fine, fuck it. I'll do it myself, kind of energy. But that's not, Sunflower, how humans were created to exist in the world. Especially when social media and the pressures of being an online performer or just an online human in any way gets so dark and heavy and bleak, you do need someone. I'm so glad that you came this morning. I keep thinking it's the morning. It's the morning somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. But I'm so grateful that you stopped by today to share your heart from a place of vulnerability and honesty, because we are made. We do feel, and we are made to feel in this society that we just gotta get it done by ourselves. That somehow, because we've been failed, and I can name a spade, you know that your mentor will name a spade, because we've been failed by people who claim to love us, because we've been harmed by people who claim to love us, because we've been disappointed. And these, once again, these people are lovable. These people are not bad people necessarily, but they may not be the ones that are actually going to say, you know what, Carolyn, you know what, Sunflower, I believe in you. I believe that your wings can go even further wide than they already are going. I believe that you will soar, and fuck those people. And that kind of energy is something that I didn't find within my family of origin. There were a lot of conditions of acceptance, and the love at times, I'm speaking for myself, the love was very conditional. And oftentimes, every time I tried to break free or become bigger, they may not have said it out loud, and sometimes they did. Let's keep a spade in here. I know you're coming to the end of your break. And there were times where folks literally withdrew their support, or started talking their shit, or started doing little things that subtly discourage you, or to not give power to whatever your dream is. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But we're beyond that now. You're on the island. You're in Dr. Flo Live. I keep trying to tell people, you don't have to look. You don't have to look beyond the gifts in your hand. And so that's what I'll leave you with today on Dr. Flo Live. I believe in you, Sunflower. I know that you have everything in your hands to succeed. You are a talented, brilliant Black woman you're so funny, you're so caring, you're so opinionated, you're so direct. It sounds like that was the alarm for the end of your break. And so thank you, Alexa. And so I just want to continue to boost you and affirm you. Please slip into my DMs over on Telegram, and let's get a meeting on the calendar this week. Just 30 minutes is all we need, just to talk through the energy of where you are and where you're going. Because there ain't nothing but bright skies for you, sister. There's nothing but beautiful things coming your way. And we cannot let the people out there get inside here. We cannot let the negativity get in here. And we also, because I'm a victim of this as well, we cannot isolate ourselves or hide in a cave, waiting for them to get better or to get in the boat with our brilliance. Because we've noticed that once you come out the cave, the bullshit's still bullshitting.
Yeah.
So you got to just keep different company and love yourself that much more deeply. And I'm not telling you something that I've perfected. I'm telling you what's helping me on a Monday, December 12th as well.
Thank you.
All right, daughter of the Most High, lift up your hands. You can put your hands out in front of you if you want to. Oh, man, I'm so grateful for the gift that is Sunflower. I'm so grateful for her heart. I'm so grateful for her courage. I'm so grateful for her inner wisdom. And I know that she is safe, full, whole, and complete, and that all will be well because she says so. And she has divine help on her side to get every need met and accomplished today. And so it is.
And so it is.
And so it is. Text me after work or before work or during work or, you know, while you're double dutching over there. And I do love you, and I'm glad you stopped by today. There's been a lot happening in my life as well this weekend and lots of revelations, but I'm grateful that we're able to hold space with each other here on Telegram as often as we want. You may have seen the Telegram, Instagram and Facebook try to shut me down this morning for asking for nudes, as if I need nudes for people sent to me. But that's okay, because haters gonna hate and lovers gonna love. And I'll be in your DMs today, just checking on you and getting something on the calendar so we can talk about these dreams. You're in your 20s. Bing, bing, child. You're in your 20s. And so you got potentially 40, 50, 60 years ahead of you. And I want you to be happy, Terilyn. Not for me. Not for me. Fuck me. I want you to be happy for you and sing your songs and spread your joy and do whatever, even if it's not the songs. I want you to do whatever makes your heart come alive for as long as we're here on this ashy motherfucker called Earth together. Right? So anyway, thanks for stopping by. And
thank you.
I'll end this recording here because that was just an amazing little time for us to be together. And